Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to show you two different ways on how to create these bows that you see here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with what I called the looping bow. And for this one, practically I am going to create one loop, and that loop is going to guide me in how big I want my bow to be. Here I'm doing a second loop, and now I am going to fold or to get together both of the loops, and that is going to help me to make sure that both sides will be equal. Now I am starting the second loop on the left side, and if you notice, I went ahead and crossed that ribbon, and then I created that loop at the bottom, and that's practically it. That's the trick, to kind of go cross, or yeah, I mean you practically cross it to the other side and you create the loop. And as I'm going, you see me here just making sure that that they are pretty close in size. I mean, my bow will not be perfect, but to the eye it's gonna look pretty good. So my bow is going to have 5 loops. You can create one with less loops. Okay, I'm just wanting my bow to be fuller than the next one that I will be showing you in just a bit. Another thing that I forgot to mention is that you must keep the middle squeezed in. That is going to help you to see that shape. If you notice, I am squeezing the middle of it. And now I am done with my loops. I am going to use some of that floral wiring, and I am going to make sure that that it's pretty stable so it won't move. And then I am going to cut off the excess. Now I am using this tool right here, these pliers, because I do want that wire to be quite tight, and my fingers I guess are not strong enough to give it that tight pinch. So this is just a technique that I use to help me get that tight wire in the middle of the bow. For this particular bow, you could fluff it out as you see here, and you can also make it flat. So it all depends on the look that you're going for. I think both ways, they look good. So to cover up that wire in the middle, I am going to use some rhinestones. You could also create a button, what I call a button anyway, and I'm gonna show you how to make that on the next bow. So once you're done putting on the rhinestones, I decided to fluff it up, and this is how it looks. For this particular bow, I will be looping in the ribbon. However, I want to leave that piece, as you see at the bottom of it, hanging like that, because that is going to be the material that will hang from the bow. So here I am creating the second loop. It's kind of an X, and you see those 2 straps of material just hanging down, and that is it practically. Now I'm pinching in the middle, and I am tying it with some floral wire, same thing as the other one. So you'll end up with something that looks like this. Now I am going to cut that the bottom of the ribbon in a diagonal way, so it gives it more of a shape. And those are the 2 hanging pieces that I was talking about. I'm not really sure how you call it, but yeah, that's it. Now I am going to create what I called a button just to cover up that wire, and practically I just got a piece of that ribbon, and I am going to just glue it in. Now this type of bows, you could also leave it flat, but I like it kind of fluffy. In my opinion, it looks better that way. So that is what I'm doing. I'm just making sure that everything is fluffed up, and this is the final result. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on my next one.